Morning, chat. We're back in this
You're
game
a
again?
really calm cat, you know that?
Lazy is what she is. Too lazy for her own good. The vet said she's getting overweight.
No.
Wait, you're not giving her any treats, right?
I got a witness to interview.
Mrs. Becker, thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure, Mrs. Katz. Though I'm afraid I might not be of much help.
Why would that be?
Well, it's that with the type of cases you deal with here? Oh, yes. We've read all about Dr. Bauer's team in the papers. With this type of cases, my family was blessed with a good life and standing before the war. We were lucky enough not to have to engage with all these most distasteful affairs.
I have some questions regarding one Anna Kazmarek.
Oh,
I take it you knew her.
yes. That poor girl. God bless her soul.
Aha.
She was far from a saint, but she did not deserve this fate.
Is that so?
You were present at her arrest, do I have that right?
I had the misfortune. It was just a few days after the bombs fell. Like many others, my family had lost our home. But we were lucky enough to find ourselves with a room in an emergency shelter. The same one Anna had been assigned to, she and that poor mother of hers.
What happened?
If that isn't the question, you know, to this day, I still ask it myself. What happened? Well, I suppose you could say Mr. Kirchmann had enough. I was in the kitchen when I overheard Mr. Kirchmann's voice outside the room. He was on the phone, seemingly unaware of how loudly he was speaking.
What can you tell me about Mr. Kirchmann?
Well, his first name is Wolfgang. He was a friend. Poor thing. Got himself all tangled up with Anna. She had her ways with men. He was a good person, steadfast, brave, or so I thought. That's why I found it all so weird.
Did you hear what Mr. Kirchmann was saying?
It was hard not to. I still remember his exact words. It's Anna Kazmarek. She's the thief. He was talking to the police. I pretended not to have heard anything. After all, it was not my place to meddle in their affairs. I was even almost willing to think I might have misheard or imagined it all. But then they arrived.
The policeman, I assume?
2 officers, an older gentleman and his young colleague.
The older one, what can you remember about him?
He was on the shorter side, though much more robust than his companion. Looked around 50, give or take. He was very kind, warm. Had just the kindest of smiles, framed by quite the moustache. And I distinctly remember he had just the thickest of glasses. Wasn't sure if he could see anything at all.
Can you describe the younger officer for me?
He looked about your age, really tall, almost hit his head at the doorframe. It looked rather awkward how thin he was. Just skin and bones, let me tell you.
What did the officers want?
Isn't it obvious? They wanted to talk to Anna. Mr. Kirchmann was more than happy to show them in. I stayed in the kitchen. So did Mr. Kirchmann.
How did Mr. Kirchmann react to the officers? Anything unusual?
I admit I was rather taken aback. I never thought he'd do something like this. He looked rather pleased with himself. The way she treated him. He must have been happy there were some consequences for Anna at last.
Did you or anyone else enter Anna's room while you were waiting?
Why would anyone... Oh, I see. You think we put something there? The stolen suitcase? That we set her up?
I'm just investigating all possible leads.
Well, I didn't. And nor did Wolf. The girl had done it all to herself.
What happened then?
After a few minutes, one of the officers came out, the older one. He was joined by that girlfriend of Anna's. It was her family's room they were in. Heidi! That's the name. She led him to Anna's room to look for whatever she had stolen. He didn't let her follow him in.
And this friend's family?
The usual riffraff.
Man.
Except for the father. He seemed respectable enough. Fought in the First War, I believe. God only knows how he ended up with that wife and those children. Each one worse than the last.
Tell me about Anna's family.
There isn't much to say. It was just her and her mother, Teresa. Poor woman, with a daughter like this. Can you imagine?
Were you in the habit of listening in on your neighbor's phone calls?
I beg your pardon? I was most certainly not listening in. We were all living so close to each other, it was hard to not overhear anything. Besides, Mr. Kirchmann and I were friends. I was concerned for him.
When you say we, who do you mean?
My family, all 5 of us. My parents, me, and my 2 younger brothers. Somehow, we all made it out of the fire. It was nothing short of a miracle.
Did you salvage anything from your old home?
Yes, naturally. From the house and the shop. Luckily, our cellar didn't collapse, so most of what we stored there survived.
Aha.
What can you tell me about this shelter?
It was a sizable apartment, confiscated from some bankers. We were based in, I assume, the old servants' quarters, together with 2 other families. One was Anna and her mother, and the other... I can't quite recall the name. A horrible, horrible girl and hers. Either way, she was a friend of Anna's. Probably where it all went wrong, if you ask me.
How were the tasks divided among the people in the shelter?
I would say fairly. My dear father made sure of that. He had experience running the family shop, so he took it on himself to establish a rotation of tasks.
What happened to you during the bombing?
I'm sorry, that's a A difficult topic. I almost died that night. The bomb that hit our house, it fell right through my room. There was nothing left of my bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lucky my younger brother was scared of the dark, and I had to stay with him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today.
What can you tell me about your family situation before the bombing?
It was tough, but such were the times. Nobody had it easy during the war. Compared to some others, I'd say we were still lucky. My father was able to keep his business running, which brought the bread.
What can you tell me about life in the shelter?
Oh, it was simply terrible. I don't like to think about it. Though I know just having a roof over our head was a blessing.
Yeah, something doesn't feel right about all this. It also makes me wonder, like, I have the suspicion, the fact that she almost said wolf and she crooked it to Mr. Kirkman makes me wonder if they had a thing.
Do you remember who was there on that day?
Not in our section, no. Just me and Mr. Kirchmann in the kitchen, and Anna with that horrible friend of hers. The girl, Heidi, thankfully she didn't stay long. She was long gone by the time the officer returned. He was holding a suitcase. Mr. Kirchmann almost jumped at the sight.
Did he say anything?
He said it was the suitcase he'd seen Anna steal, and he called her a traitor. I couldn't believe my ears.
So Wolf Kirchmann confirmed that it was Anna who stole that suitcase?
Enthusiastically, and more than that. Apparently, Anna had not just stolen, but looted it from an abandoned building. That was treason. It
Just recognize
made
her
me
own
feel
suitcase?
so conflicted.
And why was that?
I admit, I felt rather uncomfortable in this situation. After all, it is written, do not judge, or you too will be judged. But with Anna, Mr. Kirchmann, I apologize. It was just dreadful. Dreadful. The officer thanked Mr. Kirchmann, told him not to worry, that he was doing the right thing. He shook his hand, took the suitcase, and left for the stairs. I was just about to do the same, but that was when it started.
When what started?
It came from the other room, where Anna was with the officer. An argument, that's what I thought at first. Just some raised voices, right? Emotions running slightly high. But I don't know what she did. She must have done something to provoke him, right?
Mrs. Becker, what happened in there?
I didn't see it. I swear, I didn't see any of it. I just heard it. Heard them. Her screaming. His shouting. I heard her fall to the floor, and he was beating her. She didn't fall. He threw her, and he kicked her, and he beat her, and the insults, She begged him to stop.
And what did Wolf do?
I don't know. I hid in my room as soon as it started.
So the other officer was already gone by this point?
Yes, must have been at least halfway down the stairs.
Which would make him uninvolved in the beating. How would you describe Heidi's relationship with Miss Kazmarek?
I'd rather not describe it at all. A dreadful pair they made. There were rumors, not that I normally pay them much mind, but that the two of them might even be involved with each other in a, well, more intimate way.
Did Miss Kazmarek have any previous encounters with the police?
I wouldn't be surprised. I know her friend did. And with the sort of people she dealt with, sooner or later, it would have happened.
I know I'm not saying much.
What do you remember about the suitcase?
I didn't give it a good look. It was none of my business after all.
Oh, it wasn't?
I think it was on the larger side.
None of your business? One moment.
Oh, it wasn't your business. Strange, because it was your suitcase.
But, Mrs. Becker, if you look here, Anna clearly states that she stole the suitcase from you.
What? Oh, no, that's not possible. No.
That's it? Incredible.
Was there a Mr. Kazmarek?
Not that I know of, but again, I wasn't too close with the Kazmareks.
How did you and Miss Kazmarek get along?
We didn't, to put it short. I did my best to keep my distance from the girl. Same with her friend, Heidi. Nothing good could ever come from associating with their type.
What's that supposed to mean?
What was your relationship to Wolf?
We were friends, used to be at least. We grew distant over time.
Yeah, it's very clear, Amelia.
Mostly because of Anna, I suspect.
Yeah.
I don't like to listen to rumors. But she did have a way about men.
Sounds like Amelia was
She
trying to be
sunk
with
her
Wolf.
claws
Yeah.
in Wolf, wrapped him around her finger. I did try to warn him, but had he listened, maybe this whole tragedy could have been avoided.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
How would you describe Wolf and Anna's relationship?
They were a couple. A rather indecent affair, I must say.
How so?
Anna was, well, let's just say she had many acquaintances.
Wow. God. You this person's a piece of shit.
You said the apartment used to belong to some bankers?
Yes, or at least that sort. Might have been jewelers, now that I think of it. The Gellers, I believe. Or was it Rhodes?
God, this woman's a piece of shit. She lied. So basically, my current theory is that now again, it's good to have a working theory, but let it not hide from the truth. Wait, shield you from the truth. Words are complicated. Theory is that she had a thing for Wolf, and well, She lied, so she would be out of the picture. Which, yeah, kinda shitty.
I locked the door, got on my parents' bed. Tried not to hear it.
Do you know why Wolf would report her? Weren't they a couple?
Yes, I can only guess, but it must have had to do with her lifestyle. I suppose if he learned of her cheating, then maybe it was a revenge of sorts. How dreadful. Then again, if he knew of her crime, which he obviously did, then wasn't it the right thing to do?
Did you see anything else?
No, I'm sorry.
You're a piece of
I
shit.
stayed in that room for a long time.
She's wearing the
It
cross.
was only when my father came back that I opened the door. It was already evening by then, long since they left.
Thank you, Mrs. Becker.
Get the
Of course, Miss Katz.
Oh, now she's just
I pray you can put this dreadful story to rest.
Miss
Yeah,
Katz, a moment if you please.
Get the fuck out of my office. Yes, of course.
Yes, Paula?
2 things. Good and bad news. 3 actually. Good, bad, and bad. Sorry.
The good news, please.
Christoph found a blueprint that might interest you.
That's useful.
It's for the original apartment that was used as the shelter for your suspect.
Good. That should be helpful. I'll go ask him about it. What's the bad news?
I've been trying to get in contact with Mr. Kirchmann again. Unsuccessfully. That secretary of his makes me miss the Berlin Document Bureau.
So, no inviting him just yet.
Hopefully after Mrs. Kazmirik's turn. We confirmed her for next week.
What's this third, also bad thing?
I did some follow-up regarding our 2 policemen. I'm sorry to say, one of them is dead. Klaus Novak. Lung cancer in 49.
Yeah.
So we're 1 witness down. All right. Thank you, Paula.
Which one's that one? Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's not the one who I'm worried about. I mean, I am. He's still a piece of shit, but... cancer got him.
Heard you have something for me?
Miss Katz. Yes, your blueprint. Paula asked me to check if I could find something, and, well, we are in luck. Let me just, where did I put it? Sorry, I should really keep this place in a better order.
Such a big office.
Messy case, right? Poor girl. Killed just to make the state look tough after the bombing.
Yes, thank you.
It all just sounds so petty. Can't help wondering if it all really happened like that.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure I follow.
It's just that there's so many details from what I've heard. So much he said, she said. Sometimes some accusations are just that. Accusations, not facts. You're asking yourself who did it. And the answer might just be nobody. Sorry, here I go babbling again. Ah, there it is.
Great. This should be useful. Thank you.
No need for that. Always happy to help.
Yeah, he's got a good point.
Nobody. No. I should put up his blueprint. There's no harm in giving it a look already.
It is possible. Huh.
Mr. Katz, who am I speaking to?
Walter Hens. Good evening. No. Sit down. I've got it.
Didn't expect to hear from you. How can I help?
You can't. I'm very sorry, but... Shh. It's okay, Tessie. I know. I'm sorry. It's about my wife, Teresa. She... No, calm down. Sit down. Please. You need to rest.
What's going on?
I don't know how to say it, but... What? You need to rest. Tessie, I swear. Miss Katz, please give me one moment.
Hello? Mr. Hens? Hello?
Hello? Good evening. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Katz.
Good evening. Who am I speaking to?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Teresa Hens. I don't think we talked yet. It's a pleasure to... Oh, no, I said that already. No, I'm fine, Walter. Don't worry.
Are you all right, Mrs. Hens? You sound agitated.
Yes. No. I'm fine. Fine. I want to thank you, Miss Katz. Thank you for all you are doing for my Anna. She would appreciate it. She really would. Yes.
There's no need to thank me. I'm just doing my job.
That's already more than anybody did before. More than I did. But I can't. I'm sorry. I can't help you. I can't help her. I just can't. I thought I don't know, I could make it right. That I could say, stupid. I can't, No, I'm fine. There's no making it right, is there? There never was.
But you can help with your testimony. It may not be enough to make it right, but...
She's gone.
Tessie.
My girl gone, Miss Katz. She's...
Tessie, enough, please. It's all right. It's going to be all right.
And the way they looked at me, Mr. Bader, and how they looked at me. Like I was trash. They know. I don't know how, but they know. It's the same all over again.
Please.
The letters, the window, No, Walter.
Tessie.
I can't. No, stop it.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay.
Hello? Mrs. Hens, are you okay?
I'm sorry. She gets hysterical. I managed to calm her down for now.
She mentioned something about a Mr. Bader. About him looking at her?
Yes, She was feeling better last week, so I thought I'd take her for a walk. That it would do her good to get out of the house. We ran into some neighbors. I don't know how they knew of us testifying, but they did. Bastards called us traitors. Called her... I punched his teeth in, but the damage was already done.
Is she alright?
No. I don't think she'll ever be.
What did she mean about the windows?
It must have been some kids. Too much time on their hands. Not enough work. They broke the windows in my pub. Not the first time something like that happened, but Tessie doesn't think it was hooligans.
She mentioned letters. Did you receive any threats?
Enough to keep the oven going through winter. I kept her from seeing most of them, but that first batch, 5 of them arrived when I was out. She read them all.
So, I'm sorry, but I have to ask.
The testimony.
Please take your time. There's no need to...
I'm sorry. She's adamant. Scared. And she's been feeling worse ever since it started. Since those damn threat letters. They were too descriptive for Tessie.
Mr. Hens, it's important we get her testimony. Anything she can tell us about what happened after the bombing, about the suitcase.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll talk to her.
Walter!
I'll talk to her.
Walter, no!
She's strong. Stronger than...
It won't bring her back, Walter!
Damn it. I should tell Mr. Bauer about this.
Well, this got here quick. I wanted to reach out one more and offer my apologies not toward. It's helpful at the end of our meeting and didn't mean to question. However, it may have appeared the validity of you and your esteemed colleagues. On the contrary, I wholly agree with this Dr. Bauer. We have a duty to the people along the past. It's the spirit of truth and reconciliation that I choose to write you. She had a very difficult lot in life. Parents who would abandon her. Our city lost in fire. She was forced to do unspeakable things in life, things that I would have judged her harshly for, but now I see what perhaps necessities to live in misery. Huh. Huh.
Miss Cutts, what a surprise. I didn't expect to see you today.
I'm afraid there's a problem.
Oh?
I've just been on the phone with Mr. Hens and his wife, late Miss Kazmarek's mother.
Teresa Hens, I remember. I take it there's an issue with her upcoming testimony?
She doesn't want to testify.
I see. Did Mr. Hens happen to give their reasoning for this unfortunate change of heart?
They've received threats. Multiple.
Ah, yes.
From what they said, it did sound bad. They mentioned both letters and an hopefully just random hooligan incident.
It still baffles me how fast they find out about our witnesses.
And there's more, I'm afraid.
Naturally.
Mr. Novak, one of the 2 officers who arrested and tortured Miss Kazmarek, is dead, leaving me with one less suspect and...
And without now 2 witnesses, of course.
Mr. Kirchmann, Miss Kazmarek's boyfriend at the time of the arrest, is proving quite elusive. From what's Paula been told, he appears to be involved with the rearmament effort. He claims to be too preoccupied with his current responsibilities to visit Frankfurt in the foreseeable future.
His own words, I assume. Very well. Then, unfortunate as this situation is, it's not an uncommon one. We lose witnesses. That's true for all cases, but for ours especially. There isn't much to be done about it. but there might be a way to compensate for the testimony you are now missing.
How would that work?
In the situation you find yourself to be, it might occur that you do uncover the truth, but will be missing proof. In which case, and only in which case, we should be able to acquire a warrant for one of the suspects' houses. We would have it searched and see if they happen to have anything that might help prove their or somebody else's guilt. We would only be able to do it once in this case. You need to think carefully which of the suspects you believe might have the piece of evidence you require.
I understand. One warrant, one suspect.
Seeing this day has been rather eventful, I'd suggest you take the rest of the evening off. I'll tell Paula to subpoena our problematic friend in the military.
Miss Katz.
I need you to invite the next witness. Time to hear from the officers. Let's invite Otto Wagner.
On it. Anything else?
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Miss Katz.
I need to know more about the investigation into Anna's character from her trial.
On it.
I need to find out more about the call. Can you check if we can get any protocols from that district?
If there are any left, I'll contact them.
Thank you, Paula.
Oh, yeah, I need more info. So why... So the soldier boy is the one who's reported taking up the call. Do we know when... Oh, here we go. 10:25. Oh, that's not ideal. Oh, no. See, this is female caller. Wait. Maybe let's double check the number. Because I very well could be wrong. So, I might have grabbed the wrong... This is the form, but Could it have been this one? Yeah, it's not this one. It's this one. Mail caller reported incident of theft following the bombing. Named suspect. Suspect apprehended. Confessed to the crime. So they put it as theft in their own right. Wait, 903. No, okay. Okay. Oh, I'll hydrate, yeah. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that Wolf called. They forced the confession. This whole testimony is... Alright. It's complicated because it's not clear. I think he called. It might have been both. I don't know. But then Christoph said considering none of them. Don't have suspects, just have interesting people. So you're ready. Morning,
Good morning,
Paula.
Miss Katz.
Earlier today, apology couldn't convince his wife to testify, so the letter could be used. Yes, just to treat it with care as it contains Anna's last words. Boy. Oh, boy. Enter the prison for the letter by the letter only after 30 minutes. That. Letters may not be large. This one. Okay, whoa. After entering the prison is allowed to write a letter. Only after 3 months have passed may letters be written and received at intervals. Letters may not be larger volume than this one. The above number is always to indicate in the envelope. Not be handed out. Visits are allowed every 2 months if 3 months have passed after entering the institution. 2 persons are allowed. Mama, please forgive. I never wanted to worry so much about me. You deserved a better daughter. But it is over now. Read this letter. I'll already be dead. They're coming to me very soon. Don't cry for me. I beg for you. It is all right. I have made peace with my fate. My last thoughts will be of you and everything you've given me. Please give my love to Heidi and Wolf and say sorry for me to dear Miss Hossel. It's the old lady. Forgive me for my carelessness. I was so sure the suitcase was yours. Your beautiful red scarf. I thought I would recognize it anywhere. I was so sure the suitcase was yours. Thought I stop writing down. Love you, Mama. Alright. Douglas Trump from the old files. Appears that Julia House was investigating on his background. Someone had been feeding him quite some unsavory rumors. Having for years the displeasure of being acquainted with Asana Kazmarek, I feel morally obliged to inform you of her depraved character. Anna never had any regard for the law. She is a vile, evil woman. Her closest acquaintance, if not friends, are criminals. For over 3 years, she was in the employ of Joseph Potts, a man who I'm sure Your Honor does not know. Or who would know a man who has a woman do the unspeakable? I believe I'm making myself clear. Anna Kazmarek's so-called work entailed. As a result of her promiscuous lifestyle, she had at least one occasion committed the most heinous of crime. She is a child murderer. Wow. Anyone who has contact with her can attest to the fact that she maintains contacts with these... What's the word here? Inglamaka people, these abolitionists, the murderers. Furthermore, I'd like to bring to attention the purity of her blood, or that of love. My Kazmarek claims she is of Germanic descent, but I have heard credible sources. She in fact Poles, Slav disguise, which I really doesn't and can use such vile acts. Thank you for being. Alright, let's look at this handwriting. It's a very noticeable eye. Call protocol. Oh, perfect. Because this is the one that we need to be worried about. Okay.
Miss Katz. Otto Wagner is here.
Yeah,
Miss
that's
Katz.
fine. I'm fine making the Nazi
Strange
late.
man. Doesn't look like an officer at all.
Why is that?
Our whole conversation, he was looking down at his shoes, like a schoolboy in trouble.
I'll find out what he knows. Thank you, Paula.
Okay, so she's got this, like, very gorgeous handwriting. Oh, no. The eye does not match. Now, admittedly, it is probably in No, but all of them are very distinct. And yes, she was writing it in under. It's a really weird way of writing the letter D. I don't think these were written by the same people. Yeah, this is not. So that confession was not hers. Which makes me wonder who wrote that confession. Furthermore, alright, so then we learned this is different, a very different eye. Did very proper D, but not a normal S. So who gave? Full 7, yeah, look, full 7104-3. And whilst that matches, it doesn't match. Yeah, this is our call. But see, this is weird. And when was she executed? Because this says only after 3 months. So she couldn't have written this. She... Let me double check the year, 1944, and she was arrested on. That was only a month, so there's no way. So either this is hers, or this is hers. But this can't be hers because she hadn't been in prison for 3 months because she was executed on the 20th. Also, a red scarf. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so, I mean, obviously we know there's some sort of forgery going on here, but I thought it was one way, but it's actually the other way. Alright, I'm gonna go. Let's pet the cat.
Sorry,
Always pet the cat.
Marlena. I don't have anything for you.
Paula's watching.
Oh, don't give me that look.
Sorry. Alright, time to go deal with the Nazi.
Mr. Wagner. Thank you for coming.
Just doing my part, Madam Prosecutor.
I wanted to talk to you about the case of Anna Kazmirek.
Oh, of course, yes. This one I remember all too well, ma'am. It was one of my very first cases. not the smoothest start to a career.
Oh, God,
Earlier
right.
that morning, we had received an anonymous call accusing Miss Kazmirek of theft. I was dispatched together with my superior, Mr. Novak, to investigate the claim.
What happened?
We found the place with no issue. The caller provided the exact address, one of the far too many shelters. We were welcomed by a tall young man, and the girl they let us in claimed to have been the callers.
Can you describe the two of them for me?
Of course, ma'am. The boy was around my height, short, curly hair, blonde. Stood perfectly straight. It was clear from his demeanor he was the soldier type. He even made reference to being fellow servicemen for the country, tried to establish a rapport. The girl was shorter, 160, I'd guess. Pudgy, had long, bushy hair, dark brown or light brunette. And very well dressed. Made her seem out of place.
Do the names Wolfgang Kirchmann and Emilia Becker sound familiar?
Possibly. It's been a long time, ma'am. But they seem correct? We found the girl in one of the adjacent rooms together with a friend of hers.
This friend, would that happen to be a Heidi Grunewald?
Grunewald? Yes, that sounds about right, ma'am, yes. At the suspect's request, we allowed her to stay for the interrogation. A dumb mistake.
What did you ask her?
We tried to establish the basic facts of the case, ma'am. Mr. Novak did, mostly. Where was she at the time of the crime? What did she do? Could anyone confirm it? And the heavy hitter, of course, did she do it?
A mistake? And why is that?
This Grunewald girl, she tried to sabotage the investigation. Kept interrupting, arguing with us. She even tried to get the suspect not to answer our questions. Whatever it is she thought she was doing, she certainly wasn't helping a friend.
Did she admit to anything?
Hardly, ma'am. She was adamant she didn't even know what we were talking about. But she was unable to provide any conclusive proof. So we had to proceed to the next step, the search.
If Novak was the one interviewing the girl, what did you do?
I took notes, ma'am. Somebody had to.
I take it you hadn't been part of the force for long?
I'd just become a junior watchmaster earlier that month. That's why I was assigned to Mr. Novak. He'd remain my partner for years to come, but at that point it was me working under him. Learning the ropes, so to speak.
What can you tell me about Mr. Novak?
A good officer, ma'am, and a kind man. He took me under his proverbial wing, taught me much about the job. They sure don't make him like him anymore. That was... I'm sorry, that was one of his jokes. He sure loved a good chuckle. I've never been good with them myself, though.
Do you remember what exactly was reported?
The caller claimed to have witnessed the theft of what they described as a suitcase. They'd recognized the perpetrator as an acquaintance of theirs, Anna Kazmirek. They provided us with a name and address, but remained anonymous.
What happened to you during the bombing?
I was in the streets, it was all hands on deck. but I can't really tell you any details, ma'am. That whole night is just one long blur. We requested that this Grunert, was it? That she showed us, show me, to the suspect's room. Mr. Novak believed that would be where Miss Kazmirek would keep the stolen suitcase.
Did you find said suitcase?
Afraid I did, ma'am. Surprisingly quickly, at that. Poor girl simply wasn't made for it. She didn't hide it well at all, just left it under the bed.
Is it possible that it could have been planted?
Oh, this angle. That would be a stretch.
Oh, you little shit.
There's always a
I don't need
possibility,
that.
but no, wouldn't say so in this case. There was nothing to suggest it.
You don't like him.
Can you tell me exactly what was in the suitcase?
Clothes, some documents. I can't say I remember everything anymore. You might have better luck checking the files, ma'am. It should all be there.
Did you get any impression of the relationship between the boy and your suspect?
I can't say I did. He seemed to know her and he was angry at her. Honestly, ma'am, it's been a long time.
Were there any conflicts between the shelter's inhabitants?
Ma'am, I've only been there for maybe not even an hour, over a decade ago. There had to be some tension since they did report the girl. Other than that, I cannot say. As soon as I left the room, I found the pair from before waiting for me. Becker and
Kirchmann.
Kirchmann, right. They recognized the suitcase. I didn't even have to ask about it. And what's more, they remembered an important detail.
Just to confirm, you're sure they both accused Anna?
From what I can recall, ma'am, I'm fairly certain they shared the sentiment. They didn't think it was important before, but they remembered the suitcase was taken from a bombed house. Didn't think it important. It was crucial information. It meant we weren't dealing with a theft, but a looting. An act of treason.
What did you do with that information?
First of all, I wrote it down, ma'am, immediately. Looting was a significantly more serious crime, especially just a few days after the big bombing. They made quite a commotion. Even Mr. Novak leaned out to see what was happening. He seemed most pleased with the developments. Mr. Novak wasn't done with the interrogation, but I knew he hardly needed my help. I took the suitcase, thanked the pair for their cooperation, and headed down to wait in the car.
Sure you did, bud.
Did Miss Kazmirek admit to the crime?
She did, ma'am. She did. Gave us a signed confession even before Mr. Novak brought her down.
Mr. Wagner, I'll just ask the question. I have reason to believe Miss Kazmirek was coerced to give her testimony.
Coerced?
Tortured.
What? No, absolutely not. That would have been illegal.
illegal. Yeah, no shit.
Of course he'd deny it. But if I press him enough... Would you disagree with someone describing you or Mr. Novak as violent?
Yes, of course I would. I know the reputation of...
One moment.
You know exactly where to go here, you dumb little shit.
What am I looking at, ma'am?
Ah!
I apologize, but I can't see how it's connected.
I guess I would have needed to show her face.
Just to be clear, you claim Anna Kazmarek confessed of her own will? She wasn't threatened, tortured, coerced?
Yes. Mr. Novak, he was a very persuasive man.
What happened to Miss Kazmarek?
I'm not sure.
Her face. Where did the bruising on her face come from?
I don't know, ma'am. She might have fallen after we brought her to the station or got into an altercation in the holding cell.
Backtracking already. Just a little more. What about the friend, Miss Grunewald? Where was she while all this occurred?
Right, the friend. Yes, still in the main room, the kitchen.
She was? Do you have any ideas why anybody would claim otherwise, then?
Multiple, I suppose. Placing her away from, but then she... I don't know, ma'am. I might have misremembered this part.
After you left the apartment, did anything happen? Did you do or see anything you haven't told me about?
No, ma'am. Well, not that I can remember, at least. It has...
Is that so? Can you explain why the police report mentioned one of you two requiring medical attention?
What? No, It's an embarrassing story, not even much of a story, really. I just fell backwards. Flailed my arms and hit a wall. Quite hard. The boys at the station didn't let me live that down for a long time.
Mr. Wagner, I have multiple witnesses on the record who can confirm either you or Mr. Novak did torture Miss Kazmarek. Denying it won't lead you anywhere.
But I'm not. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't do it. I wasn't even there. If you're certain it happened, then it had to be Novak. If the girl was tortured, it had to be him.
Oh, did it now? Fucking piece of shit. Little psychopath energy. He's playing this like calm little...
I'm sorry, ma'am. I wish I could be more of help, but again, I wasn't there. I didn't see what happened, but if you are correct and the girl was tortured, then it was Novak who did it. It would have to be him.
Do you doubt that happened?
I don't know, ma'am. I've known Mr. Novak for years, and he was a good man. Flawed, but good. I owe him so much of who I am today and his family. I don't want to believe he was capable of doing something like that.
And you didn't see any marks on Miss Kazmarek? Anything suggesting the beating?
No, ma'am. But I didn't really look. And there are ways to do it without leaving any marks.
Is there anything else you forgot to mention?
No, I don't think so, ma'am. After that, we brought her to the district office, and it was out of her hands. We couldn't have known it. We didn't know she would. It was out of her hands.
Very well, Mr. Wagner. Thank you for your time. That will be all for now.
It's the least I could do, ma'am. Really, I should have... I'm sorry I couldn't be more of help.
Miss Katz, there was a call for you from your father. They've landed.
I'll call him right back. Who do I want to call?
Essie, hello. I almost forgot I called you.
Was flying as bad as people say?
You have no idea, dear. I'm really feeling that. What was the word? Time zone syndrome? I think so. Doesn't really give it justice, believe me.
Is everything all right?
Essie, it's not like I only called you about bad things. Don't act like your mother. All's good, don't worry. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know we are back home, safe and sound.
That's good to hear.
We really missed you there, Essie. It's a pity you couldn't get the time off. But I understand. Work. Especially for a man like Bauer.
I thought we've been over this already.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry. It's that I know Bauer is a workhorse, even in our line of work, and I'm sure he expects the same of his people. Look, I'm not going to pretend I like the man. I don't.
Please.
But I've accepted your choice, and frankly, I'm proud of you for making it. Believe it or not.
Is that so?
You believe what he's doing is right. I may disagree, but sometimes what you need to do is ignore what an old geezer says. And just do what is right. I'm proud of you, kid.
Now, I might be reading too into this, but interestingly, when I clicked on this and it was left at nobody, it still said nobody. Same thing with this. I did hydrate. Oh. Sorry, I didn't see the second thing. Alright. Who called the police on Anna? Mr. Roth. Interesting. Remember we talked about... She mentioned Roth. Huh. Oh, I could go back for that one. Go down a second. Wait, why did I come here? There was...
Miss Katz.
I need you to invite the next witness. The victim's boyfriend, Wolf Kirchmann.
Finally. This man gave me such a headache. By the way, I hope I'm not overstepping, but I had no idea you had a sister.
Sister?
Right, I'm sorry. I saw the photo of the two of you when I brought you the files today. No idea how I've missed it before. I must say, you two looked adorable. I wish I got along with my sisters like that.
Untermensch, Filth! Look at that. Red studies. What's that? German history? You can stop trying, Filth. You don't belong here. How about a lesson? Repeat after me. Nur für Deutsche. Hey, the hell are you looking at, Katz?
We're not sisters.
Oh, sorry.
She's a friend. Was. We've lost touch. The photo's a sort of memento.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I should probably get going.
And I should probably get back to Peter's damned files. Lovely.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Ugh. Oh, it's depressing.
Good morning,
well.
Miss Katz. Miss Katz, Wolfgang Kirchmann has arrived.
What's your impression of him?
He's obviously uneasy. He's in his army uniform and appears quite agitated.
Hardly surprising. High time. I'm coming. Anything to report, Constable Marlene? All in order?
Good.
That's what I like to hear. Mr. Kirchmann, good morning.
The rank is Hauptmann.
Mr. Kirchmann, this is a civil matter. Your military standing isn't relevant.
Relevant or not, it is my rank, and I'm entitled to be addressed with it. I didn't bleed into the order for a paper pusher to Mr. me.
I wanted to talk to you about the case of Anna Kazmirek. I believe you're familiar.
Yes, I am. Haven't you all done enough to her?
I need you to tell me about Anna's arrest.
Very well, since you need me to. It hadn't even been a week since the Brits left the town on fire. We were all there. Anna and Heidi, a friend of ours, had just returned from work.
What happened then?
What happened? You know it damn well already. I had just stepped out to the kitchen when she started it all. Becker, that snake. I could hear her out in the hallway on the phone.
Did you hear what she said?
Not enough to understand her plan. She was talking with the police, reporting a stolen suitcase. If only I had heard her say Anna's name.
I'd say it was rare for a soldier not to be in active duty at the time. What were you doing in Brunswick?
What was I doing? I was back from the front. My friend's dead, my city gone. What was I doing? You tell me. For once, the officers didn't take long to arrive. Figures. 2 of them, protective police. A tall, weedy imbecile, and an older man with a mustache. He seemed to be in charge. I tried to stop them, asked them what was it all about. Why were they there? They were less than forthcoming.
What next?
Becker pointed them to Heidi's room. They locked themselves in with the girls, refused to let me join them. And I was so busy worrying about them, I didn't even think I should keep my eye on Becker.
Why? What did she do?
She sneaked off to Anna's room with that damned suitcase. I should have noticed, realized it. I should have stopped her. What a fool I was.
What do you remember about the officers?
The older one reeked of cigarettes, had a mustache, glasses, was clearly the one in charge. How a person with that little respect for his duty got to his position is beyond me. As for the tall imbecile, an insecure greenhorn trying to put on airs, desperate to prove his authority. All that while looking as if he never hit puberty. Would have been funny if not for...
What can you tell me about the conflict between Miss Kazmarek and Emilia?
The snake hated her, and that's putting it mildly. I don't know why, but she really did, to the point of wanting her dead. To the point of getting her killed.
Were there any conflicts between the shelter's inhabitants?
Other than the Becker snake and her vendetta against Anna? No. Not that I know of.
It's interesting to know.
What did a regular day at the shelter look like?
I'm hardly the right person to ask. I didn't live there. Wasn't there all the time. I only visited when I could see Anna. I'm not sure how much time had passed before they opened the door. The tall one, he dragged Heidi out to the kitchen. He was done with playing nice.
What did he do?
He shoved Heidi towards us, hurling threats and insults. Pathetic. He demanded we told him which room was Anna's. Becker didn't hide her excitement as she showed him.
How did everyone else in the kitchen react to this?
Heidi was livid. She was screaming at that Schupo boy, daring him to lay one finger on her. She knew it wasn't right what they were doing to Anna. Oh, and Becker was smiling that little, arrogant smile of hers. How could I have been so blind?
How could I have been?
And why were you at the shelter on that particular morning?
I was visiting Anna.
Could you be more specific?
I was there to check on Anna and help her in whatever way I could. She was tired after her shift, she and her friend. I offered to take care of them. I do not expect a woman of your position to understand it, but she did just lose her home.
Fuck you.
How would you describe Heidi's relationship with Miss Kazmirek?
Closer than sisters, those two. Inseparable. Except for when Anna was with me, of course.
Did you salvage anything from your old home?
No, of course not. We had just evacuated all those places. Scavenging them would be highly illegal.
I didn't ask about scavenging, just...
I didn't.
Did Miss Kazmirek have any previous encounters with the police?
No. My Anna was nothing like that.
What can you tell me about your family's situation before the bombing?
Nothing that would concern you. I'd only just returned to the city, got a leave from service. Spent most of that time with Anna. All the time she could spare.
How did Miss Kazmirek come to know Mr. Hens?
She used to work for him. Same with Heidi. He was quite a well-known man among the locals. Respected, dependent. From what I've heard, he took in Anna's mother after it was all done.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Miss Kazmirek?
What am I supposed to say? The hell do you want to hear? We were together, in love, planning to get married once all that nightmare was over. We were happy.
Where was her father?
Dead. Passed away when Anna was 5. She told me she could barely remember him.
What did the Kazmireks have with them?
Not a long list. And in all honesty, at this point, I don't even remember. So there we were. Me, Heidi, and Becca. 3 friendly neighbors, just waiting for the sky to fall. At least the 2 of us. For Becker, it must have been Christmas. What could we do? All we needed was one good look at Becker to understand the whole thing. It was her. She planned all of it. This was how she finally got rid of Anna.
What makes you so sure it was all part of Emilia Becker's plan?
You weren't there. You didn't know her like I did. She was beaming, radiant, just full of herself. A pity we didn't get the time to confront her.
Why? What stopped you?
The police boy came out of Anna's room, grinning. He had a suitcase. The suitcase.
What did the three of you do then?
Becca struck immediately. Said the suitcase was hers, that Anna took it from her house, from the ruins of her house. That Anna was a looter, a traitor to the nation. And Heidi? She kept it together. As soon as she heard Becca's lies, she took off to get help. Smart. Wish I could say the same about myself. It didn't change anything in the end.
The suitcase. What can you remember about it? Had you seen it before?
No, never. No one's ever seen it before. No one. Then it's all a blur. Like when I was at the... I couldn't think straight. I couldn't really think at all. I remember barging into Anna's room.
Why did you go to Anna's room?
I was trying to find something, anything to prove she was innocent, that it was Becker all along. She must have left something behind. She had to. I tossed around everything, pulled out every drawer.
Did you find anything to prove Emilia Becker meddled with Anna's room?
No, of course not. We wouldn't be sitting here if I did.
Hauptmann Kirchmann, I have to ask. Is it possible Anna did in fact loot something?
I'd appreciate if you stopped insulting her memory. And no, it's not possible.
Morning, Amy.
Tell me about Teresa Kazmirek.
She seemed a kind woman. Weird, withdrawn, but kind. The few times she actually spoke with me, she told us some stories from back... wherever she was from. Somewhere east. Would be Poland.
You said the Kazmireks were from somewhere east?
Yes. Their origin was important for her, having grown up on her mother's stories. She always said she wanted to visit their former hometown. The way she talked about it sounded like she even wanted to live there. Next thing I know, I was back in the kitchen. Alone. And I could hear them.
You say them. What did you hear exactly?
Behind the door. Behind the damn door. They wailed on her. Both of them. Again and again. They called her trash, a looter, a whore, a parasite, a pest. The walls there were so thin, I could hear it all.
I apologize, this must be very difficult, but did you see Anna Kazmirek when she came out of the room?
I did. They had to carry her out. She was barely conscious. And her face, my Anna's face, they must pay.
What then? Did you do anything?
No. No. We're done here. We're fucking done here.
Mr. Kirchmann.
No! We are done. Now where the hell is my coat?
I feel like there's still something missing. I should give more thought to that house search idea.
I'm debating if we call we could search his house, but I think we're better off searching Becker's, because we can only do the one.
Miss Cutts. Good. I hope the investigation's proceeding apace.
I finished interviewing our last witness, Mr. Kirchmann.
Oh, please don't keep me in suspense. Did our military friend prove helpful in the end?
I'd say so. I doubt he was perfectly honest in his account, but what he did say was rather interesting. Especially when he contradicted the previous witnesses.
Very well then. I assume the reason for your visit is the warrant we discussed? To have one of the witnesses' houses searched?
Yes, Mr. Bauer.
So I understand you have a finished theory on what had actually happened on the day of the arrest.
I'm just particularly interested in one of my witnesses. I suspect they know more than they let on.
I see. This is the only chance, Miss Cutts. We will not be able to get a warrant for another house
It's between
search.
Kirkman and Becker.
I suggest you make sure your decision is the correct one.
My reasoning with Kirkman is because obviously he made the call. He's not entirely truthful. But on the other hand, Becker might be able to provide more information, especially if she... But then why would he have called?
I'm sure of my decision, Mr. Bauer.
Very well, I'm listening. Who should we get a warrant for?
So it's either Becca. So if we find Becca, we might be able to find her falsifying things to the police to get Anna. Or if we go towards Wolfgang, we might be able to find out why he called. I think I want to go to Becker.
Emilia Becker, the neighbor. Let's search her.
Let's see what comes of it. Good luck, Miss Cutts.
I wish I could do more than just her. I wish I could do both. But I just don't. I think Wagner probably saw...
Heard you have something interesting.
Oh, cuts. Good. Yes, but I don't even know where to start. Best see for yourself.
Okay.
It wasn't filled out. What am I looking for?
Keep looking. Check the others.
The shooting of the above-mentioned prisoners on the run. The camp command has asked for the investigation proceeding. Above-mentioned prisoners on the run. The camp.
Wait, is that a signature?
And
Are they all empty?
keep going. So,
They didn't sign off on false information.
they signed off on no information.
A list in blanco for the wardens to fill out however they wanted. A free ticket to cover up any murder. Any number of murders.
It's incredible. I can't... No. Actually, I can very much believe it. Of course that's what they do. Anytime a prisoner was killed for whatever reason, they had this. All that was needed was just to write a lie, and it's already certified. The guards, the administration, the judges, everyone was in on it. Everyone is complicit.
Yeah.
Kranich. Who's that? For some reason the name sounds familiar.
Not surprising. He has a law firm in Frankfurt. Bergmann, Kranich and Partner. It's quite well known. I actually got an offer from them. But back in the day, he was actually a judge.
Wait, Bergmann, Kranich, and partner?
Yes?
No. That's... Bergmann's my father's friend. I used to get Christmas gifts from him. My father wanted me to work for them.
Good thing you didn't. I don't know about Bergmann, but Kranich was clearly involved.
What about Judge von Stamm? Are any of these signed by him?
A couple. Just as empty as this one.
Is this the case for all of these reports? Were they all...
Pre-signed, cover-up, highly illegal?
all of the above?
Hard to say at this point, to be honest, but I think it's quite likely.
Then what now?
Now I have to go to Poland.
Why is that?
That's where these files are from. Breslau. I need to talk to the man who found them. See if he can tell me anything more. If I'm lucky, he might even have some more of these. I also plan to interview a few of my potential witnesses there. I've run into some trouble trying to get them here, so... What's the saying? If the mountain won't come to Muhammad.
Do you think that'll be worth it? Last I checked, going to the Eastern Bloc wasn't exactly easy.
I sure hope so. Anyway, it has to be better than sitting on my hands here. The flight is this Saturday. Sorry I won't be there to see you embarrass yourself in court. But while I'm gone, I asked Paula to give you any files that would arrive for me.
Wait, wouldn't that mean you trust me?
Don't push it. Now, if you don't mind, there's still a lot to do before I leave.
Right. Peters?
Cuts. Wait! Thank you.
For what?
For this. Everything. For taking this case seriously when no one else did. For helping me. For listening. Oh, I don't know. You know what? Forget it. Just bye.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Let's see what we can get.
Miss Katz, they completed the search.
Oh, I have to ask Polo about the search.
Did they find anything?
Oh, they sure did. Turns out, young Miss Becker was something of a diarist. The officers took the liberty of bookmarking the entries following the bombing. I'd say they prove most enlightening.
Is that so? I'll better give them a read then.
Excellent! Oh. We haven't filed charges against Kirkman? Weird. But basically it's just saying that we're disturbing the peace. I know I should be reading it aloud. I do apologize. Alright, where's my new stuff? Ah, perfect. Okay. How can you not see it? That's my question. I don't understand. It's so obvious. And it doesn't... Yeah, this is what I thought it was. That's why she keeps him so close, to keep him seeing the truth. It's all gone, just like that. A single moment, my home. Dad shut up, half the building gone. It was a miracle beyond... It's the only way to call it. If not for Exfia the Dark, we'd been in that room. No, I mustn't think about it. I saw the damn Pollock in the ruins. No, you're the fucking piece of shit, aren't you? Stealing, no doubt, as if people don't laugh. Later, I saw her bring a suitcase to her apartment, put it under her bed. Share a wall, my... She didn't say her suitcase. Share a wall, my bed's right next to it and hers next to it. I can hear them when he comes, how he speaks to her, how he lies. I can't take it. Why didn't I think of it earlier? She was there the day in Palak. I saw her. So simple. She brought the suitcase here. If I tell them where she got it, I'll finally be free of that pest. I'll need Wolf to... He'll see. He'll have to finally see. This is motive, not mind. I forgot my numbering system after 2 fucking days. Okay, let's see here. Oh. Very grossest interference. Holes. Yes. Yeah, there's the E. Yeah, so this was written by Amelia. There's the G. Let's look at that G. Does she have a uppercase G? No, but the M and the W. Do we have any M's or W's? No, but I'll just need Wolf to... You'll see. No, 4 is witness. Not the right thing. Or 5 is witness, 4 is evidence. God, I can't. System. Sorry, not a big deal. I kind of have it all in my head. Okay. So who wrote this then? Because this is the prisoner, after entering the prison only after 3 months of their... But, like, again, the writing is so different from this to this. Also, like, look how she writes her name here versus how she writes her name here. Like, this was written... You see that? See how it's, like, different here than here? Like, this is her writing, so this must be... Maybe this was written by the officer, and then she signed it. I don't... Why not say Anna took her suitcase? But if their building was entirely gone, it couldn't have been her suitcase. I don't know. I don't like it. Who called the police on Anna? Mr. Kirkman. Who planted the suitcase in Anna's room? Transcripts. Unless the answer is nobody, like Christoph said. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it being the tall one because, like, they have no reason to lie about his own testimony of that, I guess. Oh no, it was. Interesting. I don't know. It's between the two, but his hand was broken, so it's... Oh, man. But he knew it was under the bed. I feel like he would have made note of like what he saw in there more. But considering that's the one I feel the worst about. He had the note, so he must have been having her write the... He might have been writing the thing that she then signed. Maybe that was it.
Essie, hello. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
I'm just finishing up with my investigation.
Oh, I'll be quick then. I wanted to wish you good luck. I've kept my ear out about your case, and it's a tough one. I'm impressed with how well you have been handling it. Impressed and a little bit worried.
Why are you worried?
Essie, honestly, you're smarter than this. It's one thing to go after NSDAP like last time, but the police? An officer in active duty, no less. Not to even mention the military man, Kirchmann, was it? You're not making yourself many friends with this case. But before you start, I'm not saying you shouldn't be doing this. I'm just worried.
Actually, wait. I have a question.
Yes?
It's about Bergmann, Kranich and Partner.
Is it now? That's unexpected. Reconsidering the offer? It's a bit late, but I'm sure I can talk to them.
No, it's nothing like that. Please, we've talked about it.
You brought them up.
Never mind. It's nothing. Sorry.
I'm proud of you, Essie. You know that?
You've been saying that a lot lately. Is everything all right?
Yes, of course. I've simply come to realize I've never said it enough, and I should have. I'm proud of you, and nothing can change that.
All right. Now to see what Mr. Bauer wanted to talk about.
Miss Katz, thank you for coming. I understand the case is ready for court.
Yes, Mr. Bauer.
That's good to hear. Miss Katz, I won't dance around the topic. I have an important question for you. Why are you here?
Because you asked to see me.
Technically correct. Alas, technicality won't work this time. You've always known this job would not be easy or grateful. And by now you're sure to have noticed that what you knew didn't even begin to cover it. People hate you. They want to see you fail, celebrate every hurdle in your path, curse and discredit every hard-won success. Hardly an inciting prospect for a promising lawyer of your intellect. And, let's face it, one blessed with the connections of your father. With all the options open to you, why did you choose to join the most hated man in Frankfurt?
As you said yourself, it's the right thing to do.
And for me, that remains true. But is it for you, Miss Katz? Is it really?
I had this friend growing up. Her name was Lotte. Charlotte Lang.
And she was Jewish.
The Langs were our neighbors. Lived on the ground floor across the street. Had the entire floor to themselves. They were bankers before the war, before the racial laws. Our families were close. Mr. Lang studied together with my father, and they used to partner in some business. Lotte was the same age as me. Our parents knew each other, we were both girls, and we lived right next door. Was it even possible for us to not end up best friends? It sounds stupid now, talking about a friendship between children, but we were close, like sisters.
But it didn't last.
I don't remember when things changed, not exactly. You don't really see those things when you're a kid. Slowly, our parents became weird around each other, different. Then the Nuremberg laws happened.
Were enacted.
My mother, she forbade me from seeing Lotte. Said she was a bad influence. That I shouldn't associate with her element. We got into an argument. No, that's not right. I had a tantrum. I was 8, so any sort of lip from me was a tantrum.
And did you stop?
No, not at first. Not for a while. We tried to keep together. Mostly at school, away from our parents. Then our classmates started whispering. Then the older and younger kids, the teachers. And little by little, I abandoned her. Other than me, she'd never had many friends. With me gone, she was alone. It was hard at first. It hurt. Lotte was my friend, and I left her. I knew it was wrong, but I still did. I was angry. Embarrassed. With my mother, with the teachers, with everyone, including myself. But again, little by little as time passed, that's the worst part. It became normal. I remember one time a few years later, I was on my way back from school. Wasn't far from home, just the next street over. I heard it before I saw it. 3 older boys from school in Hitlerjugend uniforms. And Lotte, you can guess what they did. She was on the floor. They kicked her around the alley, spit on her, called her. I was there. I should have said something, done something. I don't know.
But you didn't.
They noticed me, confronted me. Confronted. No, that's rich. They didn't even have to threaten me. I ran away anyway. I didn't see her after that. Not until the night. The dogs woke me up. They started barking as soon as the cars pulled in. It was the middle of the night, 2 or 3 in the morning. I saw them from my window, lining up in front of the lungs. They kicked the door in. Herded them out like animals. Like filth. Lotte was the last one. I know how it sounds, but before disappearing into the van, for just a moment, she turned towards me. As if she knew I was there.
I see. Miss Katz, would you say then that this work, what we're doing here, is personal for you?
No, not entirely. That's how it started. A way to make it right? Which is of course impossible.
Quite.
But now, it's more than that. It's a truism, but it's the right thing to do. Something has to be done.
Good, I agree. We are not heroes here. Our goal isn't to avenge, heal, or redeem neither the dead nor the living. Our task, our duty, is much greater than that. We are prosecutors, and what we do is we see justice done. We make sure that all actions have consequences. That's the only way we can stop all of this from happening again. That is why I want to see you in court tomorrow, not to make it up to your friend, not to ease your guilty conscience, not even to give Miss Kazmirek or her family their closure. The one reason you should stand in that courtroom tomorrow is to see justice done, to uphold the law, because that is our duty.
I still need to get Paula to prepare the indictment.
Miss Katz, are you done with the case?
As ready as I'll be.
Isn't that always the truth? I'll start writing the indictment to send tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm still here for a few hours, just in case you want to change anything. Thank you, Lord, for Mr. Bauer's stance on overtime pay.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day. It's time.
Order. This court is now in session. Judge Ernst Braun presiding, considering the case of Anna Kazmirek. Speaking for the prosecution, counsel Esther Katz.
They didn't ask me who I wanted to prosecute this time, which is
Representing the defendants Wagner and Becker, counsel Rudolf Schramm. And counsel Sigmund Hauptner, representing the defendants Grunewald and Kirchmann. I ask the prosecution to present their theory. Miss Katz, the floor is yours.
Wait, I didn't accuse Grunewald of anything.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Anna Kazmirek was a barely 19-year-old girl who had just lost everything she could call hers. She was the only daughter of a sickly widow and the only one who could provide for both of them. She had friends, she had a boyfriend. She had dreams, hopes. She had a future. We are not here today to debate the accusations against her or the possibility of her guilt. We are here because of the crimes against her. On the morning of October 20th, 1944, 2 officers of the Schutzpolizei arrived at the temporary lodgings of Anna Kazmirek. The reason behind their visit was an anonymous phone call made earlier that same morning. The caller had reported a theft, naming Ms. Kazmirek as the perpetrator. This caller was none other but the accused Wolf Kirchmann, the girl's boyfriend.
What?
Leaving his motivation aside for the moment, it is because of his call that the police became interested in the victim. Because of his accusations. Anna Kazmirek was tortured and killed because Wolfgang Kirchmann reported her to the police.
That's right. He wanted to get rid of her.
What? I knew it. You're just the same as the rest of those
Order.
Objection, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Hauptner?
According to Mr. Kirchmann, the person to make the call was the accused Emilia Becker, who, as we learned from our witnesses, made no secret of her distaste for the victim. Having learned of the crime, Mrs. Becker did what she believed was right. She called the police to inform them of her suspicions.
Mr. Chairman, I have to...
Which in itself does not constitute a criminal act.
Ah.
So I must ask, why should we consider the prosecution's theory of more probable?
Objection sustained. Unless Miss Katz can substantiate her.
Certainly, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, I've already done this.
I'm not sure I follow your reasoning here. Is there anything else you can provide?
Wait, why was it rejected? I guess I can go here and grab... There we go.
The call in question has been recorded under the number 4410200002 and was made at 10:25. According to the police documentation, the caller was male, leaving us with just one suspect.
What?
The accused, Wolfgang Kirchmann.
You've proven your point, Miss Katz. Objection overruled.
You piece of shit.
Miss Grunewald, this is a court of law.
Tragedy. Tragedy.
Let's proceed, Miss Katz.
During the interrogation of Miss Kazmirek, the officers recovered a suitcase hidden in a room. It matched the description of the stolen items provided in the phone call. As you have heard, however, some of the witnesses claim that said suitcase was planted.
Step away for a second.
It is the prosecution's belief that this was the case. Taking advantage of the chaos created by the officers, the accused Emilia Becker entered the victim's room and placed there the would-be stolen suitcase.
I saw her do it!
Becker, you snake!
Order.
Objection. Mr. Chairman, nobody had to hide anything. The officers found the suitcase in Miss Kazmirek's room because Miss Kazmirek hid it there. We must not forget that she was found guilty. She confessed to her crime. Surely Miss Katz isn't trying to deny that.
Miss Katz, your response is...
Certainly.
I don't see how this serves as evidence for your claims. Please continue, Miss Katz.
Halfway through their interrogation, one of the officers left for the victim's room and searched it for the suitcase in question. It is possible that, having found it, this officer could have left the building, placing him away from the crime scene for the events that followed.
Wait, what? Why couldn't I prove it? I'm confused.
The officer in question was the deceased Klaus Nowak.
Objection. According to Mr. Wagner, he was the one to search the room. Why has the prosecution decided to distrust the words of an officer of the law?
Miss Katz, if you have any proof to back your...
Gladly, Mr. Chairman.
Did I withdraw on accident? Oh, I clicked combined, right?
I'm not sure I follow your reasoning here. Is there anything else you can provide?
I have that.
I remain unconvinced.
Mr. Nowak has been recognized as the officer who searched the room by multiple witnesses, including one we haven't heard from, Mrs. Hausler, a neighbor of the victim. She had seen and talked with him as he left the scene with the suitcase in hand.
I must have misremembered that.
Misremembered. Indeed. Mr. Shaw, your objection is overruled. Miss Katz, if you would...
Here, I need to bring your attention to the crime Anna Kazmirek was sentenced for, that of looting, treason. Yet, as we've heard, the charges the officers had arrived to investigate were merely of theft. How did this change? When did theft become looting? It was because of the words of Emilia Becker.
Oh, finally, that's right.
Mrs. Grunewald, I warn you,
Following the retrieval of the suitcase, Mrs. Becker approached the officers and offered a clarification. She claimed the suitcase in question was hers.
I did not.
And had been taken from the ruins of her bombed house, a voluntary evacuated building.
That's right. I heard her say it.
It is the prosecution's position that she knew this would qualify the supposed crime as looting, branding Miss Kazmirek a traitor.
This is madness!
Mrs. Becker did so fully aware of how harsh the verdict would be.
Objection. Why has the prosecution chosen to ignore the testimony of Mrs. Becker? She states clearly that it was Wolfgang Kirchmann who told the officers the suitcase had been looted rather than stolen. That because of him, Miss Kazmirek's charges were elevated to those of looting and treason.
Miss Katz?
Certainly. Mrs. Becker is the only one of the suspects that we know hated the victim.
I didn't. What would that even prove?
She's also the only one that we can be sure had raised further accusations against her, ones that were considered in her trial. This document is one of the opinions on Anna Kazmirek's character from the original trial's investigation. It is anonymous, but as you can see, the handwriting is a match for that of Mrs. Becker's diary, in which, may I add, she clearly admits to her accusations being a lie.
Thank you, Miss...
And you know what? I do it again.
Mrs. Becker.
Are you all blind? Are you idiots? So what if the damn suitcase wasn't mine? So what if I embellished it a little bit? She wasn't some innocent angel, you idiots. That damn Polak was a thieving, manipulating whore.
Order. This is a court of law, not some Sunday market, and you will behave accordingly, Mrs. Becker.
Ha!
The same goes for you, Mrs. Grunewald. Now, let the record show that the prosecution has proven their accusation, and that the accused has admitted to it. Miss Katz, proceed to your next point.
The final question remains. Today we've heard from 4 witnesses whose recollections of the events varied, to say the least. Yet, they all shared a common point. One event on which all witnesses agreed. Anna Kazmirek did not confess of her own will. Anna Kazmirek was tortured. She was beaten by the accused Otto Wagner, who inflicted significant bodily harm upon the girl, repeatedly assaulting her until she admitted her guilt. She was forced to give a confession that would satisfy the officer, without regard for its veracity.
Objection.
Let's hear it.
The only witness claiming to have seen the perpetrator after the beating is Mr. Kirchmann. And from his testimony, it is abundantly clear that he was not of his right mind. It is the defense's opinion that the testimony of Otto Wagner presents a more plausible course of events. It was the defendant's partner and superior, Klaus Nowak, who tortured the victim.
Miss Katz, if...
Certainly, Mr. Chairman.
I'm not sure I follow your reasoning here. Is there anything else you can provide?
Oh, did I not put the picture in? That's not mine. This one.
I remain unconvinced.
Maybe instead of this one they want.
In this photo, you can see an officer with bruises on his hands, which would match those you could get by, for example, beating somebody up. This officer is none other than the accused Otto Wagner, and the photo was taken on the day of Miss Kazmirek's arrest. Mr. Nowak, who's also present in the center of the photo, has no such marks.
Very well. I consider your claims proven.
But I had to. She wouldn't admit it. She just wouldn't. She was guilty. She was. I was just doing the right thing.
I've heard enough. All rise. This court has reached the following verdict. In the case of the defendant Wolfgang Kirchmann...
Hauptmann.
Yes. Hauptmann Wolfgang Kirchmann. Born March 17th, 1924, residing at Buschstraße 34, Bonn. For the crime of deprivation of liberty resulting in death, this court finds the defendant not guilty.
What?
As the prosecution proved, Ms. Kazmarek was arrested due to the report made by the defendant. However, as the theory was presented, there is no indication of this being a criminal act. Hauptmann Kirchmann's actions were simply to report a suspected crime. In doing so, he did not break any laws, neither contemporary nor present. Hauptmann Kirchmann, you are discharged. Next in the case of the defendant Emilia Becker, born December 4th, 1924, residing at Kaiserstraße 11, Brunswick. The defendant is found guilty of the crime of murder through indirect perpetration.
What?
Considering the prosecution's proof, no other verdict can be justified. Anna Kazmarek's death was a direct result of the defendant's premeditated actions and knowingly false testimony.
No. No! This isn't possible. I did nothing wrong.
Defendant Emilia Becker, you are hereby sentenced to life imprisonment. And lastly, in the case of defendant Otto Wagner, born February 23rd, 1918, residing at Georg Westermann Allee 75, Brunswick, for the crime of assault for coercion of confession, this court finds the defendant guilty.
No.
The prosecution has proven beyond reasonable doubt that it was in fact Mr. Wagner, and Mr. Wagner alone.
I had to do it.
Who forced the victim to give her confession through torture. Defendant Otto Wagner, you are hereby sentenced to 3 years in prison. This court is adjourned.
Ooh, I did a lot worse this round. Emilia Becker filed a complaint about stolen property that she had hidden before. In her complaint, she named Anna Kazmarek an acquaintance. Days later, officers Otto Wagner and Cluster. Mission perfectly matched the events as outlined. Significantly different from the actual events. 24 hours, based solely on conviction. Okay. Despite her lack of previous criminal history, the absence of any evidence corroborating testimony, the positive impression she left in the court, Anna Kazmarek. None of the available witnesses for the defense were called. No attempt was questioned. She was executed by guillotine in the years 1952. Okay, there have been 5 attempts to overturn her verdict. All were unsuccessful. It would only be in 1991 that her case was opened for the final time. For the first time, witnesses on whom the previous counts wanted to testify. They all confirmed her innocence. On March 20th, almost 47 years after her execution, she was acquitted. There's no condemnation of the original trial. All names, yeah, okay.
I'm told that year's Christmas at the Wolfenbüttel Women's Prison was quite an event for the incarcerated. It was in no small regard due to the exemplary work of inmate Becker, who volunteered to help organize it. This sort of activism would take up most of her time, as he took it on himself to return the women there to the Lord. To say Mr. Wagner cried at the verdict as laughably lenient as it was, would be an understatement. He bawled, like a little boy. He claimed he was told that she was guilty, that without a confession she'd get away with it, that it had to be done. That's what they all did. It had to be right. And all Otto Wagner ever wanted was to do right. There seemed to be no emotion on Mr. Kirchmann's face as the verdict was pronounced. While the room got filled with angry shouts and insults, refutals, denials, he simply stood up, silent, and left. He said goodbye to the city on the same day, taking the evening train south back to Bavaria, where his duty awaited. But it would only be 3 days before we'd hear of him once more. It was the house cleaner who found him in the office on the second floor of his house, in full dress uniform fallen on top of his military decorations, carefully laid out on the desk. The pistol already cold, still in his hand. He left no letter. Mrs. Grunewald and Mr. Hens were quick to celebrate the verdict, quick and loud. They ended up having to be escorted out of the courtroom.
Good for her.
But Mrs. Hens, Teresa Hens didn't join in their enthusiasm. Yes, some justice for Anna was achieved, that's true. But after all, justice was not what she had wanted. What she had really wanted was the impossible. Her daughter back. Why are we here? Why do we pick at these old wounds? Why don't we let the past be? It is because it would be too easy to choose to forget, to ignore, to stay silent. And isn't that how we got here in the first place? Acceptance by silence. The silence of the people, who all partook in the system that killed her. A system they created and agreed to. They lived in it, obeying, upholding, and empowering its rules. A system that without them couldn't exist. Yes, we cannot undo what has already happened. We cannot undo Miss Kaczmarek's death, but we must learn from it. To choose the truth and not the lie. Justice, not injustice. Right instead of wrong. So no other girl shares the fate of Anna Kaczmarek.
Oh, there's an epilogue. I wonder how long the epilogue will take. Let me do a little Google. Because I don't want to go for too long. Let me see if I can find... Oh, it's really not that long, it looks like. Yeah, it's not that long at all. Okay, we'll play it.
Hello? Anybody here? there's something in my inbox. Paula must have been here already. Esther Katz?
Miss Katz, this is Bauer. Could you come to my office, please?
Oh, so you are here at least. I was wondering where everyone had gone. Is this about a new case?
Let's not talk about it over the phone.
Sure. I'm on my way.
Miss Katz, we need to talk about the future of this department. We will change the way we are working. And I'm afraid you won't get your own cases anymore.
Did I do anything wrong?
It has nothing to do with your performance. Are you familiar with the case Peters has been working on?
The blank suspension's already signed?
Exactly. A witness gave us documents that the SS wanted to destroy just before the end of the war. Unfortunately, or rather fortunately, they did not succeed in burning all of them. These documents prove that certain judges gave blanket acquittals for the killing of camp inmates. Of course, we always knew that the tens of thousands of people who were supposedly shot on the run were in fact systematically murdered. The Nazi state tried to maintain the appearance of legality until the very end. The problem of Auschwitz, you would probably agree, did not begin at the gates of Auschwitz and Birkenau. People had to be brought there, which means there were many perpetrators. There was an entire system behind it. With these documents, we could finally succeed in bringing the Auschwitz system to justice. Not only those who actively carried out the killings, or those who gave the orders at the very top, who are either dead or somewhere in South America today, but also those who kept the system running that made it all possible. The desk murderers. We will bring them to justice. Together. That's why I can't give you any more cases. I need everyone to help with this one. We will bring Auschwitz to court.
Thank you for your trust.
Good. Several packages arrived from Poland. These are more lists of the kind Peters found. I asked Paula to put them on your desk.
Speaking of which, where is everybody?
Paula has an appointment. Mr. Peters is at court and Mr. Wohlmuth is visiting relatives in Munich. So it's you and me today. Best you get to work. There is a lot to do.
Will do. So, what do we have here? Even more of these, of course. How did you all actually die? How did they kill you? And here's our good friend. That's a new one. Time to expand the suspect list. Wait, this one... I know this one. No. 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 No!
Oh, no. Her dad.
Oh, God. What do I do now?
Miss Katz.
Mr. Bauer?
What is it? Found something in the files?
It's about my dad. He...
The Auschwitz execution files, recovered in 1945 from a burning courthouse in Breslau, proved crucial in establishing Frankfurt's court jurisdiction over the Auschwitz complex. The files contained lists of prisoners shot in 1942 during alleged escape attempts and named 37 members of the SS as the shooters. With their names now known, the prosecution was able to find over 1,500 witnesses whose testimony served to disprove the validity of those files. The first Frankfurt Auschwitz trial began on December 20th, 1963. Over the next 20 months, more than 300 witnesses testified to the daily atrocities of the Auschwitz concentration camp. For many Germans, this was their first in-depth look into the horrifying daily routine of the extermination machinery of Auschwitz. The vast majority of the accused present at the proceedings showed little to no remorse. On August 19, 1965, over 20 years after the end of World War II, the first Frankfurt Auschwitz trial came to a close. 2 more followed. On July 1st, 1968, a month after the last of the trials, Fritz Bauer was found dead in his apartment in Frankfurt. He was 64.
That was that game, which is it was an excellent game, don't get me wrong, absolutely incredible game. They did an amazing job making it. I definitely enjoyed the mechanics, the investigation, conclusion side of things. It's never going to be an easy topic. But I think for what they were going to, what they tried to illustrate and educate about, incredible. I think at times there was stuff that I was like, oh shoot, I'm mad I missed that, or I missed this, and maybe I needed to kind of mess around with my settings or whatever. But that's not on the game. So I think for what it is and what they accomplished, 10 out of 10. No doubts about it. Absolutely incredible. I applaud everyone who worked on this game, everyone who put something into it. They truly did something incredible with it. But yeah, that was The Darkest Files. hope you all enjoyed it. We do have some other options. For what comes next. Now, in the charity streams last year, one of the goals was for me to play Disco Elysium. So I can give that a go at some point. I bought some other games as well. I bought Confidential Killings, Parallel Experiment, Inspector Schmidt, and then the 2 Dark Side Detective games. So no shortage of games to play, but we will be playing Disco Elysium next. Right, that was an excellent game. I truly respect what they did. So, lots of love for me, chat. I'm gonna pass you guys on to Noir, who's playing. I think I've seen this game. It's like a zombie Papers, Please like game. So go give him lots of love. Give him a follow too. If you guys like detective games, he is like the ultimate detective guy. He does some really cool shit. So give him lots of love, and I will see you all tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Friday. Bye.